We are joined here today with Hofstra's head men's lacrosse coach Seth Tierney following their game against Navy. Before we open the floor to questions, Coach, give us your thoughts following the game against the midshipmen.
Yeah, I mean, we got beat today, right? We got beat in a lot of areas. Certainly, I think you can look at the score: 6-5 in the second half, 7-1 in the first half. So, I thought we did a better job in the second half, but we made a lot of mistakes today. 24 turnovers. We're not going to win any games doing that. Navy, credit to them. They put an uncanny pressure on you when they're clear, when they're riding you, and even in the beginning of the offenses that we did not handle well today. We had some early turnovers. We had turnovers on the perimeter. We lost a bunch of possessions today, and when you play against a team like that, we needed every one of those possessions. 3 turnovers in the clear, 0 for 3 on man up. Outground balled him 17-10 in the second half, and outshot him, in the second half as well. All good signs of, a young team, not giving up, fighting. We'll learn from this game. There's no getting around it. This is a great game for us. The score was not obviously great, but it was great for us to experience some pain. Unfortunately, we got a couple guys nicked up, and I don't know what their immediate futures are going to be. And with 2 games coming up, that's going to hurt a little bit, and it's going to be next man up, right? We're going to have to get some of the more new guys involved. But that first half, they came at us, and they came at us hard.
Now open the floor to questions.
Coach, looking at the total shots on goal being at 13, had you converted on every one of them, you would have only tied Navy. Is there any concern with getting shots on goal and the total amount of shots that you're taking, with quality of shot being a major focus?
No, I mean, listen, you bring up a good point. Yes, today. Nobody brought that question up when we played against Sacred Heart, right? I mean, the shots were a little bit different. So with that being said, when you play against a pressure style defense, sometimes you got to fight to get those great looks. And I think you saw, Matt Elder has played a bunch for us now. He had a couple of really good dodges and scored. Justin Sykes took that hit at the end, scored a goal. That's what it's going to take to win versus a team like Navy, because they didn't want to slide, and you have to earn that, and you have to get to the goal, and that was one of those scenarios, and we just didn't have enough guys that were going to be able to do that tonight. And again, I'm hopeful that we'll learn from this. It's a feeling that nobody likes, getting beat like that on your home field. But again, congrats to Navy and their players and their staff.
Sure.
So, Coach, you talked about next man up mentality. Can you talk about the status of Colton Rudd as you slid in Rory Jones at attack?
Yeah, so Colton's nicked up a little bit, and we just didn't think that he was going to be able to go, especially with 2 games coming up. He's just got some pain, in his lower body. He's not. It's not like it's an injury. It's just some pain and some stuff going on, and we just need to calm it down. So I'm hopeful. Hopefully later this week, we get him back. But we'll see. It may not be for another week or 2.
Jason.
So we saw in the second half, Sterling Audrey did not suit up. Do we have any update on his condition currently?
I don't. I wish I did. He took a pretty good pop right there. I was surprised that it wasn't a non-releasable type penalty, because I thought it was helmet to helmet. I have to go back again. It was one of those bang plays. But he, I think I'm just waiting for the doctors. Right after the game, I came down to see you guys, so I haven't gotten a doctor's report yet. Him and a couple other guys got nicked up tonight.
Carlos.
Coach, there was a lot of moments throughout the game where it seemed like you guys were starting to build up a little bit of momentum, but then it was lost. Was it a matter of you guys just losing the momentum on your own, or was it Navy just taking it at the best moments they could?
Yeah, I mean, I can't begin to tell you how great that question is. I really can't, because that's the answer, right? I just told the guys upstairs around 9 minutes to go, it was 11-6, and we went man up, and we didn't convert, right? And then if it's 11-7, right? You don't know. Second half, they start squeezing their sticks a little bit. Is this the comeback? What's going to take place? That happened like twice or 3 times during the game, where we started to chip away at it, and we just couldn't get over the top, right? When you go down 7-1, you know, the one little thing that goes right for them takes away the oxygen that you're blowing up into this balloon, and we just, you know, we had a couple of good plays, but tonight, you know, we didn't deserve to win. I mean, you're not going to win every game. You know, I think you guys know by now I'm a sore loser, so I'm not going to take this thing lightly, and we're going to get back to the film room as a staff tonight, and we're going to get after it. You know, we're going to make sure we're playing the right guys. You know, because tonight's atmosphere was a little bit different than the first 2 games.
Coach, no assists in this game, and you had a lot of struggles with getting clean passes through to any type of slot that you had. Is there something that you're going to have to work on in practice when it's just getting passes through, and do you think the wind played any factor in that?
Well, it didn't look like the wind bothered them, so let's eliminate that as a reason or as an excuse. The other side of it is you're not going to have assists when they don't slide, right? Again, we had to earn everything, and they made it just a pact that we're going to D you up and we're not going to slide, and they won that war of what's going on. You know, I don't know if we're going to see Navy again this year. Hopefully, you know, we do down the road, but at this point in time, we haven't played against a defense that has done that to us just yet. And that's why I mentioned Elder. You know, Rory Jones had a goal at the end from behind the goal. Sykes, you know, guys like that we needed to put it in. James Philbin, his first game back, that was his first game, and that's not an easy first game. You know, when they're all up in your gloves. So again, angry that we lost an opportunity. I thought we had some opportunities to make the game a little bit closer and maybe push it over the top. But again, I think we dug ourselves a pretty big hole in that first 30 minutes.
So, Coach, going into the half with a big deficit, what was your message to your team in the locker room at halftime?
Yeah, I mean, literally, we just said, can we just win the first 5 minutes, right? I mean, and that didn't work out great either, because they went down, they scored right off the face-off. But we fought back there, right? And then we started to build up a little momentum after that. I think that was a little bit of an anger moment. It was 8-1, and then all of a sudden it got to be 8-3, and then we were starting to move a little bit. But again, we didn't, you know, we got to prevent that. And I think that we turned the ball over on the perimeter. You know, we failed cleared, you know, 3 times. We needed more possessions tonight to win, and we just couldn't get them. Forget about what they did. It was what we did that prevented that.
Sure.
Should we expect to see more Chase Patterson as time was going on throughout the game? I noticed that Brian Herbert wasn't getting.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're very fortunate. We have those guys. Navy is a very talented face-off team. I know they were only 50% coming in, but they were probably 52% coming in. Mercer, a team that they played, has a very good face-off guy. So for them to be 50%, and they scrapped it out. They also have, you know, some pretty good long sticks that were out there, being pretty disruptive of what's going on. So, you know, I think it was a matchup. I think we made the right call, because I think Chase Patterson was getting over the ball. It was that moments afterwards where we lost it. But I thought Chase at least got over the top of the ball and tried to get it out. Whether we beat them to the ball or not, that's a whole nother side of the game.
That was my question.
Great. Anybody else?
There are no more questions at this time. This concludes tonight's post-game press conference. Coach, thank you.
Thanks, guys.